an Ironic Media production. Visit us at ironickmedia.com.
Ronick asleep at the switch again.
Yep,
Recording
right
in
again.
progress.
Yeah, Ronick sleeps. Dee 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 dee
Hey, Robin, can I guess? She just goes, I don't like the way you're talking to me already.
Oh,
You're crazy, man. You're a loser. Playoffs?
It's the Mark and Lowell Show.
The Mark and who?
Starring the meteorologist who does it for the viewers.
Smooth!
Lowell Meltzer.
Can you get out of here?
And the man who rides the coattails of his friends and family. Mark Ronick.
Hey guys, there's enough with the amplifier.
And now, here they are. Radio's equivalent of a dial-up connection.
Hello, boys.
Mark and Lowell.
We are back with a special edition Mark and Lowell show today.
Yeah, you really wanted to get this one out quick.
I did, and it's a little bit of a throwback in a way because it's more or less the old format. This one is probably about an hour long.
Did you do the welcome to the Mark and Lowell show?
No, have you heard me say it?
No. So a sort of throwback.
Yes, right, exactly. But as far as length of episodes, this is a little more up our old school alley.
Right. Well, and we were talking like if we get this to where we want to be, this would be an example of like one of the premium shows for folks, the good content we could offer.
That's right. And on today's show, we have our old friend back who we sometimes refer to as our very own Paul Schaefer. It's our friend Dan Binstock, who has gotten quite TikTok famous lately.
He is TikTok famous. It's neat to see, for sure. And hopefully we can benefit from it.
Yeah, it is neat to see. And, you know, it's like, all right, we've been at it for how many years now?
Yeah, we talked about this. We've been doing this for, 7 years?
10, maybe?
And we haven't even gotten close to what he's been able to do in like a week.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to find out all about Dan's adventures over the past month or so. It's really quite fascinating how quickly he's taken off. And then we will dive in to a little story from yours truly about a recent hack to my old, or I should say my newer Instagram account.
Yeah, this was a major fleep.
Yeah.
For those who have been keeping score with the fleeps.
Yes, and as of this recording, it is still going on, so you'll get all the ins and outs of what happened during my hack, and I'll show you exactly how to avoid it in the future. So stick around. First, we've got Dan, and then we've got my hacker story. So,
oh wait, Mark, before you go, can I need a favor from you?
Yeah. Oh, you will all understand that momentarily.
The Mark and Lowell Show. Let the making begin.
Yeah, that's right. We just started. Is this just something made up, Dan?
That's supposed to be your beginning music.
Oh, yeah, that's not it at all. You did that for us on one of your lives, and it was completely the wrong song. It was not our theme music at all.
We stumped you. We stumped you.
I thought it was dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, hold on.
No, that's Rush Limbaugh, Ohio.
Wrong show.
Wait, how's yours go?
Well, that's kind of it now, guys.
Wait, do you have?
I'll pull it up, but you guys keep talking. So, hey, everybody, we have Dan Binstock here, better known these days as PianoDadDan. Lowell, why don't you, since this is 2.0, why don't you, for our listeners, tell how Dan is part of this world?
Yeah, Dan wasn't part of this until his stuff went viral. So then we'll invite.
That is not true.
We have been trying. We'll invite Dan back a little bit.
No, that is not true. I know for a fact that we have tried a number of times to get you on before your new fame here.
And wait, he's been a big part of this show for years.
Yeah. Debbie Downer. Yeah, Dan and I went to high school together. We were really good friends there. We've stayed in touch throughout the years. And we were reminiscing the other day, as a matter of fact, about all the stuff we used to do when we were in high school, all the skits and the voices and the pranks and like everything. And Dan and I just decided we were just way ahead of our time.
It was very much like TikTok type stuff without the cameras.
Right. And you know what? Maybe thankfully without the cameras, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. You got it. So Dan, Lowell go way, way back. They actually went to school with Jonah, who is about to join us as well.
Yellow.
There he is.
Jonah.
What's happening, brothers?
So now if we have anybody that's still listening, the three of them went to high school together. And as everybody knows, or most of you know, me and Lowell and Jonah, the three of us went to camp together. So that's how the four of us all connect.
And Danny and I were in Hebrew school and youth group together.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. We're all intertwined and commingled.
Yes.
Commingled.
Yes. So fast forward in our, I don't know, maybe early 40s, I bumped into Dan at a party. And I was like, Dan Binstock. And he's like, oh, wait, Mark Ronick. And we chatted for a while. And then we ended up having Dan come and join us on the show.
It was one of those things where we both knew each other, but neither knew who to like act like we knew each other first.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Who's going to be brave enough to?
Who's going to be like, wait, but I think I know you. But it's like I've known you exactly who you were from the second I walked in.
Yeah.
I've just been wondering when I should come over and
He's like, oh no, it's
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
I got to talk to this guy now.
It's uncomfortable enough as it is. Now I gotta,
right.
So then,
Act like I
Dan, you
didn't know
became
him.
a semi-regular, and I think I think one of my favorite times on the show was the time that we talked about how you took me to that concert.
the David Foster concert.
David
Yes.
Foster, yes. And it was the whole when you screamed out all by yourself, "You're the best" to him. And then we made a whole song parody out of it. That was probably my favorite moment with
And
you.
the funny thing is now you probably have more followers than him on TikTok. David
Easily.
Foster.
Not quite.
Let's not go that far,
Yeah,
Lowell. Let's not push it.
I don't know.
Not push it, big guy. But yeah, even when I do play, like whenever I get a David Foster request, I'll be like, yeah, and here, David Foster, who, if anyone knows David Foster, my favorite musician.
And nobody ever does.
Oh, there are some.
Okay, good.
Believe it or not, there are some people. That
I mean,
some
yeah,
real deep
he
cuts.
is extremely talented, just a little more full of himself than I prefer. That's not really my taste.
He's. I think he's earned it.
He has.
He's earned it.
I mean,
Someone as modest as Mark doesn't like
Right.
get hung
Yeah.
up.
Good point.
yeah,
Points.
Point.
fair enough. So I wanted Dan to join us. Lowell and I both wanted Dan to join us because Dan has become TikTok famous in many ways.
Yeah.
And I want to find out from you. So, Dan, I know you and I have been talking about it leading up to that moment for a while because you were getting frustrated with Facebook.
My daughter. Well, I wasn't getting frustrated with Facebook. It was more of like I saw people doing crazy stuff on TikTok. I was like, oh, I could do this too. They're just doing like what I've been doing for years.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked my daughters, can we do this? And my older daughter was like, fine. My younger daughter was like, absolutely not. She's 13. TikTok is where her and all of her friends are.
Sure.
And she was just embarrassed. She didn't want.
So when you
Hey, can Dad come play on the TikTok?
I did see somebody do a response video to one of Dan's, and they said something like, "Dads don't belong on TikTok. Please get off.
Really?
Get off my TikTok."
People are so friggin' funny.
But Dan,
So,
when you
Has
say
she changed her tune now?
the younger one, she's no longer an active oppositionalist. She has more conceded that it's not going to be shut down.
right,
And the first time we did it, we went on and she had me like block all of her friends so they couldn't see me because she was like truly humiliated.
Yeah. I could see it from that perspective. If you're the kid, think about your dad, right? Who's jumping on TikTok all of a sudden and getting a lot of attention all of a sudden at 12 years old. I know I'd probably be like, what the is going on right now?
Yeah. Kids like at that age, a worst nightmare. So
let's explain though. When you say you asked your daughter to do this, why don't we explain what this is?
So I said, just try to stump me, come up with songs, and let's do this sort of playing by ear thing. So my older daughter's like, okay, let's do it. She was sort of like, still like, you're 48,
right.
But all right, let's just try it and have some fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we posted, the first one was like I opened up an account and just posted some random videos and had like, 7 followers or something. And my whole goal was to get to 1,000 so that I could do live and take requests and have people try to stump me, because that's my favorite thing to do. And then we did this song where she played the song ABCDEFU by singer Gail.
Mm-hmm.
And
so she says, my dad can play any song if he hears it just once.
Yeah,
right?
My dad can play any song
on the piano.
Just hearing it, something like that. Yeah. And so,
and then she plays it from her phone.
She plays it and then she brings it over to me and I listen to it and I sound it out and then I play it. And she put in like some of her little stuff that she sees, like, wait for it. And then, like the little things to try to keep people's attention. Because if you don't keep people's attention, like everyone is so ADD that literally with like every 5 seconds you need like a opening hook and you need things to keep it sticky, because people won't stay more than like 10 seconds if there's not something that's totally keeping them. So she knew to put those things in there, and then we just posted it. And a couple of, I have a friend who's been kind of helping me on the side who knows nothing about this other than he's addicted to TikTok and looks at this stuff all day.
Right.
And he shared it with a few people that he knows, and they were really nice to, mention my name. And then a couple days after, I just woke up and it's like 100,000, 200,000, 400,000, 500, then like 800,000, a million. And it just started getting shared and spreading. And then followers started coming, and then other Instagram pages wanted to share it. And then, one place shared it on Instagram, and then I get like 27,000 followers in like one day.
Yeah. So now you have, I think you're closing in on like 500,000 followers. And I think your most popular video has well over 20 million views on it.
This morning it was, I looked at it, it was like 23 million views. And what's weird about it is it wasn't even really, sure, like people like it, but it created this whole subculture of comments where people were saying, so the whole joke about TikTok, which I didn't realize, is people create these inside jokes within videos.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so my daughter was like, well, my dad, and so people ran with
my dad.
Yeah, let me set that up for everybody, because I want to make sure you connect with this. Basically, what happens is, again, in the video, his daughter says, my dad can do this, right? This talent of playing the piano just once. And now what he's referring to is this trend that's going on TikTok where people respond, they find an inside joke. So what they were doing was they're saying, yeah, well, my dad does. And then Dan, continue.
Yeah, so I think the first person said, well, my dad's an alcoholic, and I haven't seen, something like that.
I haven't seen him in 10 years.
And
so then, thanks for bringing that up.
And then it turned into like, I don't know how many it is, probably, I don't know if it's like many thousands of comments of people like, well, my dad went to get the milk when I was 6 and never came back.
Right.
And like all of these really like funny, clever,
dark.
Yeah, lots of dark. Lots
my
of
daughter
dark.
touches me in an inappropriate place.
Right. Oh,
right.
It never went quite that dark, thankfully.
Good. Yeah.
But it went really dark very quickly, and it was pretty funny.
So Dan, can I ask you a quick question? What, from the moment you first realized, okay, this is going to go bigger than I had expected, in the coming days, how many more videos do you put out? Are you like, oh shit, I got to put out a whole bunch more? Or?
So the first time I put one out, I was like, oh, people are going to, because some people were like, oh, this is bullshit. He's
right. They thought he was faking the whole thing.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, he knew this song. How many, he must have played it 25. So I was like, all right, I got to post other stuff. So there's stuff for people to look at. So I literally churned out like 20 videos of just whatever people wanted to hear. I would just respond to their comment with a video reply. So I had a bunch of just random songs, like even songs I'd never even heard of before. And I would just learn them on the spot because I'm not getting that many requests. So I'm just going to respond to everything. So I had 20 videos up because I wanted people to enjoy the piano playing in addition to just seeing this kind of circus trick. So that's what I did is I quickly threw together a bunch of things. Some of them were good. Some of them were like the camera angle was horrible. You'd see like my fat ass in like 3/4 of the screen and then like barely see my hands. But I just wanted to just put stuff up and not try to make it perfect because I wanted it to be
authentic,
more of a music channel, not just like one thing. And so those do well, but not nearly as well as the stumping thing.
Yeah,
it has to have like a hook or something. And I was, thinking about doing some other things. Like how I was going to do this originally was not even with a piano. I was going to go out and do things with people live in the streets and try to stump people, which is something I still want to do.
Yes, and that's something you and Lowell have been cooking up.
We were talking about doing something in Baltimore with that.
Exactly. Coming up to people and like videotaping just random on the street requests and things. But the problem was it's hard to do without a piano. So I got this little melodica thing.
Yes. So what you're talking about is going out on the streets, maybe with Lowell around Baltimore, and you'll ask them, you'll say, give me a song and see if you can stump me. And I'll play it on this little ridiculous looking device. All right. So let's see the device again.
Here's the device. It's called a melodica. And it's something that Stevie Wonder used to use in a couple of random bands like the Hooters, and the most well-known songs for it are Strawberry Fields, Beatles. It goes. And then the other one is Hooters, When She Danced. It goes.
Bee dee bee 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 bee.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the Stevie Wonder song.
Exactly.
I was waiting for you to do that.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? I'm getting deep tracks here, but I wrote this down because it reminded me of something I heard in the car the other day. You know the song "Time Bomb" by Rancid? Mark, pull it up.
Getting it.
Yeah, I have a distinct memory of being in your Jeep listening to this song because it's a song that you can do that to. When you hear this song, yeah. Right.
Oh my God.
I heard this song.
Oh, yeah.
Leave it on for a minute.
Yeah,
it's a good song. I love that tune.
What a producer.
Mark. I haven't gotten rid of it.
Yeah. So, I was listening to that, and I have a distinct memory of being in your Jeep and that song playing back when it came out. You reacting like that, and we were trying to outdo each other with how loud we could be.
Yeah, bad babe. A fan of it. The boys are time bomb.
So are you and Dan going to actually do that? Are you guys going to go out in the streets?
Yeah, I think so. Once it, I know we're going to strike by the iron's hot, but it's been cold, but we can go down to the Inner Harbor, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think we'll do it. That'll be fun.
All right, good. That's awesome. Now, Dan, there's something I want to clear up with you about your origin story with the TikTok, because you've been written up and you've been on local television and written up in local publication and about your success on TikTok. And it's always very vague as to who encouraged you to do it, right? There was a line in an article from Moco Show, which is a popular social media news site here. The story you said was like, yeah, my friend pushed me into doing this TikTok thing. And I was thinking, I wonder if he's being vague on purpose because he wants a lot of people to think that they had something to do with it. Do you know what I mean?
And is Mark one of those people?
And I think
Mark
I
is
am
like,
one of those people.
Why didn't you mention me?
Turns
Right.
out Mark is wanting this to be a little bit
No.
more about
No,
him.
no, no, no.
Right, Mark wants it to be all
No,
about him.
I don't want it to be
Here
about
we
me.
go.
I want.
All about Ronick. All about Ronick.
No.
I'm all about that Mark. About that Mark.
If he doesn't even mention my name, I'm gonna make sure he says it was me.
No, that is not it.
All about Ronick. All about Ronick. Even if he doesn't mention it's my name, I'm gonna make sure I have him on my podcast and he says it's me.
Right.
And that will do it.
One more time.
All about Ronick. Even when he doesn't say it's me, I guess I'm gonna have him on my podcast and make him say it's me.
No, all I want to know is who it is. It's okay if it's not me. I just think you've been intentionally vague.
Okay, so it was a combination of a couple of people. You and I talked about what I could do in terms of doing this, but really the person who pushed me the most was my friend Dave.
Okay.
So I have a chat going with Dave and Marcy. You know Marcy. And then
she's
Dave,
been on this show.
Yes, of course. And Dave is, our daughters are friends from camp. And we became friends. Like, one of these people you just meet and right away you're going to be buds, same sense of humor and everything. So we were like texting after a weekend of our family spending time together. I was like, I have to introduce you to my friend Marcy because she's same sense of humor. So the three of us have this chat going where he's always sending me stuff on TikTok. So he's been hammering me for months to do this.
Okay.
So you though helped me kind of, I think, overcome some of my barriers and my fears and my reluctances about it. So really, without you, Ron, this would be nothing.
No, I really wasn't
Mark,
fishing.
What's your middle name, Mark?
It's the same as yours.
What is it?
David.
Oh, David. Mm-hmm.
Where are you going with that?
Because he just said it was his friend David.
Oh,
and I thought it'd be
I
funny
see.
if I tied it in.
Oh boy, that was
Did not go so well.
that went down.
Sorry.
Like a balloon. Yeah. Jesus.
Jonah, stick to laughing, not the jokes.
I gotta get up. Jesus.
Christ almighty. So yes.
Okay. Now, Dan, here's my other question to you, and I'm hesitating because I need to make sure. Is you mentioned earlier your wife is there? Is she still there with you?
I don't think she's behind me. No.
The reason why I am asking is because I'm curious how she's felt about all of your success.
So at first she was like, could care less. She was
couldn't
just
care less, right?
Couldn't care. I always screw that up.
Yeah.
She couldn't care. She was distracted with a bunch of other stuff that was going on. I was a little bit distracted, not really the most present father or husband because
you had this adrenaline rush.
I had this sugar high that I gotta get. So she's like, all right, he's off playing. I've got to take care of the family and do all of this stuff because he's like just in this other world right now, and let him do it. So she wasn't really paying that much attention until like the news came the other night. And then when the news
Channel 5 showed up. Yeah.
and then the news came, and then I was busy with like my day job. I've got so much going on.
Sure.
And so she's like, she's like, we got to clean the house. We got to make it look better than new. This is like her worst nightmare.
Oh,
like the news coming into the house.
Showing off your house. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I come downstairs and there's like this makeup lady in our kitchen. I go, what the fuck is going on? My daughter's getting her hair done, getting her makeup done, because they were going to interview us.
Oh, so basically your wife set up to get all done up for her and the girls because you guys were going to be on TV.
As long as the interview is, it's like just such a small portion of it makes the news.
Exactly. They interviewed for like over an hour and it was like 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah.
And then I see Robin's sitting on the chair getting her hair. I go, what the heck is going on here? You are, like, I need a shirt. I don't know what to wear. I look disgusting. And so suddenly, like, she's interested in this. And then, like, as the news is there filming it, she's like taping it, smiling with this looking proud and I come up, she gives me like a kiss. She's like, I'm so proud of you. I go, oh, because the news, because
You're
the
like,
news
on
because the
camera, you're
news
like,
is here.
Where were you last 2 weeks?
Yeah, where were you last
been?
year? Exactly.
Wow.
Suddenly the news camera. The news
Dan,
camera makes it all different.
Let me ask you.
Dan, not in front of the crew.
Yeah. We'll talk about it
And then I hear, then I'm in the other room and I hear her like on with her friends, like, yeah, well, like when he was 5, his parents took him to, I'm like, she's like telling the story.
Yeah.
All the stories.
She's like, but besides Mark Ronick, I've been his biggest supporter of all time.
Really, he couldn't have done it without his best friend, Mark Ron.
Right, his
Ronick.
best friend.
2, 3, 4. Dan, my curiosity is there anything with your music that you do for income? Like, could all this attention be feeding something that could bring in some ducats for the family?
Who knows? I've had different people reach out to me with different ideas about things. There's someone who's managed a number of artists who loves piano, and she's like, I really think there's a lot you could do with this. Start by putting out an album of the way you cover songs, sort of in your style. There's a couple people, record companies, they're talking about sponsor things with like different ways to get sponsorships. And I make a little bit through TikTok because they have something called the Creators Fund where you get paid for the number of hits. But this is never going to replace my day job. It's really just truly a labor of love. And if I happen to make, like this morning, for example, this guy's been emailing me constantly being like, can you please play a song for me and my wife? It's our anniversary coming up. And I'm like, and he was like, kept following up.
Persistent.
Persistent. I was like, he's either in the doghouse or, he's just a really, really nice husband and really wants to do something special. So he's like, I'll pay you. And so I said, all right, whatever you want to pay me, fine. And so he threw something out, which was very fine. And I just recorded something and sent it to him. And so then I applied to Cameo, and Cameo was like, sure, you're accepted. Set up a page.
Of course.
So I'm like, wow. I wonder if I should do Cameo for all the people who were like,
yes,
like, literally people are finding me through different things and like saying, please play this, please play this, please play this. And I want to respond to everybody.
I'll be your first customer. I'll say, Megan, for our 6th anniversary, I got you Danny Bin's.
Yeah, although wait and say that before you hear the pricing. We don't know what Dan's going to charge for that.
Well, exactly. And so I think it could have like a spin like, get out of the doghouse, where it's for like anyone whose spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever is mad at them. And they want someone to do a song for them to like. Ooh,
I like that. That's a good angle.
This is PianoDadDan. So-and-so is really sorry about what happened. I know this is your first song, so I'm going to play it for like, and then it can be like a get out of jail free card.
I mean, I would think you could probably, I would think $25, $30 a pop.
That's what I was thinking.
And then
literally
10 a day, 20 a day.
Yeah, but it's not easy because I can play like a song hearing it once, but to do like at least like 40 seconds of a song or 50 seconds, you need to memorize how the song goes.
Right, because you don't really read music.
Right, and you need to know how all the lyrics go and how, so I can play something after hearing it once, but that's limited to like 8-10 seconds because that's what I can memorize. But to do a much longer one, I just don't know if I want the hassle of having to respond to everything and then like looking at my ratings. And it's like, someone will play Tchaikovsky's this and, so I would probably limit it to just like pop music stuff.
Well, you got to ask yourself too, you're like, how long of a song does it have to be? Does it have to be a minute long? Do they want the whole song?
Right. I would do like 30 seconds because I just like, if I'm going to do this, it can't cut into the rest of my life. It has to be time that I would be like spending watching the news or watching Netflix or otherwise time that I would just be screwing around, and I'm replacing it with this, but I can't let it saturate what I'm doing. Otherwise it'll just be way too stressful and it won't be fun anymore.
Or you can just charge a boatload of money for Cameo, and then it's really worth your time.
Yeah,
$2,500 for your song of choice.
Hey, if people will pay it, why not?
If you really care about that person, expedited.
I'd like to request It's All About Mark Ronick for my wife of 42 years.
That's a hit.
That one you could charge $2,500 for easily. People will pay that.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly. Yeah.
I really just wanted to clear the record. It was okay with me. I think, Dan, I've not made this about me at all when we've spoken.
No, you have not. You have not made it about you. You've been actually very generous with your help, your advice, your thinking. So you've been super supportive in terms of giving me ideas and talking things through. So I am very appreciative and grateful of what you've,
You're welcome.
What you've done to help me.
I have a question. How do you, how long do you think this is going to last?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Are you committed to like keeping this going like for a while, or do you think eventually how many more songs? How many songs can you play?
I'm keeping this going because it's just so fun.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
what happens though, Dan? What happens if like, whatever you're say at around 450,000, let's just say 500,000. And what happens if like you start seeing drop off? Like all of a sudden it's, you've lost 100,000 or something like that. Are you getting discouraged and thinking about giving up, or do you care?
No, so like the first couple of weeks, it was like, so TikTok really, I think, tries to get you hooked on posting more and more content, because if you don't post for a little bit, your stuff goes down. Like I will go under my activity and then you see how many people are following you or commenting. So it used to be like when these things were going viral, I would just swipe down and then swipe down again. There'd be like a whole new list of like 40 new people. I'd swipe down again, 40 new people. Every second.
You said it felt like a slot machine sometimes, right?
It was like a slot machine, and it was just insane. Now, like I haven't been posting as much. I've just been, busy doing other things, but I can't be, I mean, I got to feed the machine and do it, but I'm not going to let it, like if people drop off and aren't interested, oh, well.
You often have said, I've watched you on the lives and I've watched you even in some of your videos. You've always said, oh, I wish I could sing this song with you guys, or for you guys. And you've said that you've taken lessons and they've gone horribly wrong. Even though I know you were just playing around earlier singing that new hit of yours, It's All About Mark. Your voice, I mean, you were on key, so I got to think there's hope.
So I will sing for you all, and you will hear exactly what it sounds like. So what's a song that you want me to sing? I'll do my grand debut.
What's your favorite song? What about a David Foster song with, one of his hits that have lyrics to it?
I mean, I'm just trying to think. What's an 80s song that...
We built this city.
B to B.
So let's do like a Lionel Richie song.
Well, I had said hello earlier before we started. You said hello
earlier, so let me try. So
now this is not Dan playing it, but now it is.
Let me see if I can get the lyrics up here.
I've been alone with you inside my mind.
All right, so let me... okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so let me try sing.
Dan Binstock.
Alone with you inside my... out of breath.
That's all right. Keep going.
And in my dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. I sometimes see my heart overflow.
What?
You see, it goes way too high.
I sometimes see you pass outside my door.
Something about overflow.
Hello.
I've been alone.
Wait.
Inside my mind.
Oh, you changed the key.
And in my dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door.
I see something pass.
Hello. Is it me?
Hello.
I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, nice. Drop
I
key.
can see it in your smile.
It's all about Mark Ronick.
And it's all about Mark.
Hello. So I have to like find my key.
Yeah. Now, I got to say, Dan, I feel like with some actual voice lessons, I think you could sing along.
He's got to do. I mean, come on. Give him a break.
Newest talent from Mark Product Enterprises.
To be dancing on the
ceiling.
You need a partner is what you need. You need someone who can sing anything in the world and you can play anything in the world and you could be a duo.
Well, I'm going to be performing actually around here at Java Nation sometime very soon.
What?
At the Red Robin on Rockville Path.
No, Java Nation, I have a friend, Debbie, she's a really good singer. So we're going to do like a variety show with like me singing, me playing, her singing, and then a bunch of people who have kids that are performers, have them come up in one song. See, I saw Mark's eyes right there. Mark's eyes started fluttering.
Are there going to be skits in the variety show?
Mark's thinking, when's Maya going to be off of school to come on back?
No. That didn't cross my mind. I mean, I'm sure if you wanted that, I would be happy to ask her, but I wasn't thinking that, no. Because it's not all about me, Dan.
I know, but it's fun now. So, I would love to be able to sing. I
don't think that's out of the question.
I don't think it's out of the question.
No. Well, maybe.
The Serengeti.
All right. Can I?
Sorry.
All right. I have to tell you guys about the hack situation.
Yeah, wait, can I, before you start the hack,
yes,
can I tell you just some backstory that I'm sure this will come up in the story?
Okay.
But Jamie calls me the other day and
yes.
she goes, why is Mark asking me to like
for a favor.
Validate, for a favor and to like validate his account?
Oh,
and
my
I'm
God.
Like, Jamie, I don't know. I said, I know he got hacked, but like I would check with him and see because it may not be him. And then Allie called you.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah. So there's some shit going on here.
Man, you guys have no idea. Okay. So let's start with what's gone on. The headline is my business Instagram account at Ironic Media was hacked. And
do you know how?
Yes, I know how.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yes.
So, I meet people through my work and I'm part of podcast communities and I'm a part of a community on Instagram. And there's a guy that I kind of have gotten to know a bit through this community. And he, out of the blue, although he does out of the blue on occasion, send me a direct message. And in this case, he says, I need a favor. Now, I'm going to, just because it's important to me before I go on, that everybody hears this. If you ever get a DM that starts with, I need a favor, be very cautious because it's very likely it's somebody trying to hack into your account. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I say, okay, what's up? And I was skeptical already. Because I am really proud up until now. I've been really proud of how I've always been able to detect that bullshit. So I said, what's up? He said, I'm trying to get into my new Instagram account, which here's the kicker. I know he was working on getting a new Instagram account. Okay. So it registered with me. It was in line with what I know about him. And he's like, and I've got my new phone, and Instagram says to verify, they're going to send a link to one of my friends. And then you just have to copy and paste it and share it with me. And then I can do it. Yeah. So keep in mind, this is end of the workday. I just walked away from my desk. I got up to have some snacks, but before I did, I was heading to the bathroom, and that's where I saw the text come in. And before I went into the bathroom, I'm just like, yeah, sure, kind of thing. Like, all right, I'll do it. But I even said to him, all right, but I'm not going to send it to you if it looks shady, something like that. The link comes through quickly. I look, it looks kind of legit, but I'm not giving it any attention. But I know I'm not going to click it. I'm not going to click the link because I know to be smart about that. So I copy and paste it. And then I go to the bathroom. I come back and I go to open up my Instagram. And all of a sudden it just like disappears and I'm logged out and I can't log in.
Like
and
even copying and paste, having anything to do with the link opens the door.
It seems to be that that's the case. And I happen to know somebody else did the same thing. And Yeah, they just copy and pasted and they still got hacked.
And that quickly, the guy clicks on change my email.
Yes, I think that when you click the link, it activates something that switches everything.
That just automatically logs out and logs
and
back
switches
in,
everything to whatever it's supposed to be. I think what happens is actually, because I do also know some people did copy and paste it and they did not get hacked. So I think, do you guys know when you're on your phone, particularly, I know this with the iPhone, don't know with Android, when you're going to copy a link, you do have to press, you kind of have to tap and press a little bit,
hold it,
right?
Yep.
And sometimes if you press a little too hard, it'll give you like a little pop-up preview
right
of where, the website it's going to take you to. So I think that's another way it gets you, because even unintentionally, you might still be clicking on the link. Does that, what I mean?
What was the motive here to?
Yeah. So I think from all of this back and forth and learning about what he's been doing to other people who were following my account, he does this every time. I need a favor. And what's up? And they go through that whole thing. And then if for some reason you don't comply with his request to copy and paste, or if he tells you, oh, it didn't work, do it again. If he starts fighting you on, if you resist, he'll be like, okay, never mind. And then a little while later, he'll come back to you and start telling you about a cryptocurrency investment that he's involved in, and he needs some money. Can you loan him some money?
Oh, jeez. I thought maybe they would hold your account ransom and you'd have to pay.
I'll tell you about that too. But what he does is, so I think the whole scam is they try to, at least the first phase is they try to hack into as many Instagram accounts as possible with that same I need a favor bullshit, right? And then, they're hacking. Now they're building a database of people that they're then going to try to scam into giving them money or getting money out of them or hacking into other accounts that are accessible to your money, kind of thing.
Hey, Jonah, Mark and Lowell gave $1,000. How about you?
Yeah.
Right.
So I warned, everybody I could, especially clients, right? Because that would be the easiest ones to fall for it, I think. And to one client in particular. And yesterday or 2 days ago, he messaged me, he texted me on my phone, and he's like, Mark, you warned me and I fell for it anyway. And he's a guy that I consider like I was, where he doesn't fall for that stuff. He's a smart guy. He's very tech savvy. He's in advertising and marketing. Like, he knows all this stuff, and he still fell for it.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, the I need a favor part, it got me last night, as you well know. I texted you. I was like, you just texted, I need a favor from, and you're like, no, dude, that's the scam. Like, don't do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would not click a link.
Do you know that I haven't checked my Instagram in like a month? Let me see.
It's there. I guarantee you.
Can I tell a quick funny story about how I messed with Mark? I'm not cutting off your story in any way, am I?
No, it's okay. I mean, I have more to tell, but yeah, go for it.
You tell your thing. I've got someone at the door now, so I have to actually probably go. I have to take a picture, and I have to.
That's right. Okay, so for another time, Dan, thank you for follow Dan at PianoDadDan on Instagram and TikTok. Is that right?
No. So I'll tell you. So on TikTok it's at PianoDadDan, and on Instagram it's Virtual Piano Party.
Okay, got it.
And what is it on YouTube?
We'll put it
hung ticklingtheivories.org.
We can put it in the show notes.
We'll put it in the show notes.
That one he likes. Great. Where were you at, David?
Tickle my ivories.
Yeah, tickle my ivories.
Exactly. Okay. All right, guys.
Thank you, Dan.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Dan. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Dan.
Here's to a million.
Yeah, nothing but the best, man. You deserve all this action.
Yes, you do.
You're the man,
brother. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right. So yeah, it is so cool that Dan is able to kind of do what he always loves to do.
Yeah, he's just so happy to be doing it. It's fun.
It's amazing. He's been able to do in like a week what we've been trying to do for 6 or 7 years now.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe all our lives since we were 13.
Yeah. All right. But the question is, how sustainable is it? Like, the rise is not that impressive, because anything that's truly viral, it's exponential. You can't control it, but does it sustain?
Right. Yeah. And I'll tell you a little story about the TikTok. I follow a bunch of random things on there. And there was this woman. It's really cool. She had this thing where she would show you how you could go into and use the daily deals at like CVS and Walgreens with their app, or like Dollar General, this like that with their app, and like walk in there, get like 25 different items, ended up spending like $2 to get all these, like, you know, like toiletries and things like that. So she was really good at it, really entertaining. All of a sudden, her account, she pops up. She goes, guys, I just got to tell you, she's like, I can't handle this anymore. She's like, it has consumed my life. I love doing this and telling you guys all about this stuff, but it has become a nightmare for me. I can't handle it anymore. Wow. I want my life back. And this is my last one. And see you later.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you keep feeding that beast and doing it all, you know, I don't know. But like, you know, I think about someone like my sister. Yeah, it's a little different for her because it's like her full-time job,
right?
Part of her full-time job.
Yeah,
so,
is social media. Yeah.
But if you're like doing side hustle like Dan, and it starts consuming like all your free time, that gets to be a little,
no question.
You know,
yeah,
you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to find a balance.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't have a healthy balance to maintain something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you got hacked, man.
Oh, so yes. So thank you for saying that. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's been a nightmare, Lol. So it's been almost a week now of not being able to get into this account and being as diligent as I can to get in touch with as many people as I can to let them know, like, watch out.
What does Instagram do about this? Nothing? You can't like even send them like an email or
Funny
like,
you ask, Lol.
You'd think like with any account, it's like with any login, it's basically like, forgot my password.
Yeah,
right.
But that's the problem.
And they send you an email.
That's the problem. He changed the
email, right?
So the more Mark does that, the more messages go back to the guy who's already hacked him.
Yeah. That's the thing. So this is I don't care. I know I try not to curse, but I can't help it in this case. This is the fucked up thing about Instagram. So they have, like you guys are saying, they have this help center area. I think I've been hacked. They give you all these steps, but every step has to do with sending an email verification, send a phone text message, send a this or that. And it's all now linked to the hacker. So none of that does you any good. Then there's like hidden deep in the depths of the help, there's like a link that's like, well, you can fill out this survey and we may get back to you. And you fill out the survey and you get like this one little area to kind of tell what's going on. You hit submit and it goes and you never hear again. And I filled that form out like 2-3 times. I sent an email. I found like an email you could send. I did that. Nothing. Now here's the other thing is it's a business account. So I have it linked to my PayPal, which I've dealt with that. So they can't get into that.
Call PayPal. Yeah.
However, I had a couple of ads running while it's hacked, right? So now it's also attracting people to my account that's being run by a hacker. Right. So, but then I'm thinking this is day 3 or 4. I'm thinking, wait a minute. So, I mean, I'm like a paying customer. Maybe I can get some service here because I actually pay and my account's been hacked and they're running basically unauthorized ads now. So I was able to like find some steps and then had to go through Facebook and go through Facebook Messenger, and you can talk to their customer service there, who, long story short, after like 30 to 45 minutes of back and forth, basically tell me they can do absolutely nothing because they're not Instagram. And that
sucks.
Even though they are fucking all the same because it's all under Meta. So like, do something. I'm a paying customer. Right. And now I have since, though, thankfully, I went to PayPal, who I called, and they instantly, because I did get a charge from that one of the ads that I was running, PayPal instantly reversed it and gave me my money back and canceled my online agreement with Instagram. So and I'm trying to think of what else. So yeah, no way I can get in touch with Instagram. And then I told you about this client who fell for it anyway. I will tell you this, Lol, because I think you brought it up. The hacker, I don't know the details, but the hacker somehow was communicating after the fact with my client. Magic Carpet Cast is the name of that podcast. Michael is the guy, is the host. They were trying to blackmail him. I don't know. Maybe they went
to give
through
him his account back.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either to give him his account back. Maybe they found sensitive information that they were threatening to leak out, or who knows?
Mark,
I don't know. He did not tell me, and I didn't ask.
Was there any feeling on your part about trying now as an outsider to your own account to either you or have someone else reach out to that account and be like, hey, I'd like to do more with you guys, like see if you can become the predator kind of thing?
You know, I have thought about like maybe I can find somebody who, because I do know a couple people who knows some things about hacking, and I could like, you know, maybe we could, somebody like if Lowell has a message from the hacker, we gave Lowell a link that hacked it right back.
Right.
Right. Or, you know, then that would be kind of cool. And I don't know if that's worth the risk or not. And let's be honest, that account I was just starting to build up, and I don't think I even had 1,000 followers yet on that account.
Right.
And not that I care so much about how many I get. It's just my point is it was still growing. I was just building it up. So it's not like the end of the world. So I'm just basically taking over at Mark Ronick and just going to do all my stuff there. I will say,
you didn't think to start something like Ironic Media Inc.
No,
or something like that?
No, I mean, it's already confusing even with what I'm doing now. So that's just going to make it more confusing. My whole thing is I'm done. I don't care about that account anymore. Like, to me, it's tainted anyway. Yeah. And I've told
tainted love. Whoa.
Tainted love.
Taint.
And I've got so many people that I've already told to block it. It's you know, there's no sense in trying to revive it. So like, I'm fine with it. I've let that go. It's just, I want to stop this person from trying to hack more people with my account that with my big face on it, you know, like hacking in and
right. But my point is, can you go on to Ironic Media now and post, I used to own this account, you're getting hacked, if they reach out to you constantly?
No, because Instagram doesn't work that way.
They don't do that. Yeah.
No, it's all them.
It's not
posting.
like Facebook. It's not like
but
Facebook.
Can you comment on their posts?
Yeah, he's blocked me. I can do it from other unblocked accounts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What if you had a chafed taint?
Oh, see, that's interesting. With a little bit of ointment on it, it might slide right on in.
Yeah, you. That's not what I'm talking about. But I was thinking a chafed taint. Like you'd need some salve and a sitz bath.
Okay.
Honey, will you put salve on the shopping list? Alexa, add salve to the grocery.
Yeah.
So wait, so there's more.
Oh, more.
Yes. Yeah, so this guy, Michael, my client, he found some extra steps that I hadn't found that he shared with me. Right. And he did tip me off that same day. He said, well, at this point, I've got a couple of favors in to Instagram.
Yeah.
To see if they can help me. And I'm like, okay. So
favors?
Like he's got connections at Instagram.
Oh.
And he called in some favors to see if they can help him get his account back. So I'm like, well, listen, I got to ask you.
Yeah.
If you could please put in a word for me, I would greatly appreciate that. I want to stop this hacker.
Right.
And he's kind of like, you know, it's already like a friend of a friend. So, you know, I don't know. And I'm like, it's fine. I have to ask. You know, if it works out, great. I need my peace of mind to know I've asked you.
Right.
This morning I woke up and he texted me, I'm free, in all caps and all exclamation points.
It's great over this side of the fence.
Yeah.
Followed by a text that said, now let's get you all fixed up.
Yeah, let's get you.
No.
Yeah. I'll get back to you.
And he said, here's what I need. I need this, and this information from you, and I'm going to send it to them. You're going to receive an email that looks just like this. It's going to be
Click
emailed.
on the link, Mark.
Yeah, yes. And I actually, I asked him to leave me a voice message, a voice memo to make sure it really was from him, and it was from him. So now I am waiting, but this is promising because everywhere I've read, those people who have gotten the hack fixed has always had some kind of connection within Instagram to get help.
So every underling probably in Instagram knows exactly what you need to do, like who you need to email or
who you need to talk to get help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm waiting for that email to come through, and I should get it back. And when I do, my intention is to not use it. At least for a long time.
Definitely.
Yeah, let it breathe for a bit.
Let it breathe is right.
And come back.
Like I'll use it maybe to post periodically to keep it moving and active, but I'm not going to try to direct attention to it right now or anything.
Right.
It's just going to all be at Mark Ronick. That is the safe account. And let me just say this. If you guys aren't doing two-factor, what's it called? Two-factor
notification, authentication.
Two-way
authentication. Yeah.
Do you use the Google one?
I don't. I use a different app, a third-party app that does it. But it's a pain in the ass, and I've always tried to avoid using it. And at this point, it's a must.
Yeah, not to be a geek, but with all my crypto stuff.
Yeah.
I've been using that for years because every single thing in crypto, because it's full of hackers.
Yeah.
Basically, even to sign up for things, you have to turn that on.
Yeah.
So Google has a really good app, the Authenticator.
Okay.
Where it gives you like a 6-digit code that you use.
Yeah, that's what this other app I'm using does.
Yeah. So it's basically it's the same thing. Yeah, I just use the Google one.
Yeah. All right, I'll check that one out too. It's it's a little nerve-wracking to have that extra step and deal with that step, but it's well worth having it.
Well, some will also send your phone a code, but like as you pointed out, if they get in there and change all that information, then that's no good.
Right.
To send you a text.
Right. But that's why when you have it, when you have that third-party application that provides you the code, it's the safest way because a hacker can't get to it.
They can't use that code.
Right. Because it's on your phone, on your app.
I can only imagine how naive this sounds or how innocent this sounds. But every time I hear a story like this, all I can think is, can you imagine that there are people in this world who literally wake up in the morning to start their day and they're like, all right, let's go totally fuck with other people. I can't imagine being the kind of person who would wake up to fuck people over and like go to bed at night and rest after a long day of fucking people over.
I'm pretty sure
you're not a criminal.
This is exactly. And I'm pretty certain, based on a lot of things that I did throughout the week researching and dealing with this hack, I'm pretty sure the hacker is based out of Nigeria. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's where it's coming from. I don't know why.
You have to go find them.
Yeah.
Can you please change it back, please?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Lowell,
sir.
did you Lowell, did you hear how Jonah got hacked?
No.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was bad too. Oh yeah, real bad.
Real bad. This was how many months ago?
This was 2.5 months ago.
Okay.
3 months ago.
Get ready, Lowell.
I was in Philadelphia running a youth retreat with 15 of my youth council. And I'm in the middle literally of running an activity, and I got a call, and it came up on my caller ID as MSU FCU, which is my bank, Federal Credit Union. And I pick up, and it's a guy going, "Hey, Mr. Berger, we just wanted to notify you that it looks like your bank account has been hacked into." He said, "I'm from the bank." Caller ID came up as the bank. He said, "Someone has hacked into your checking account." He said, "Can we confirm the last 2 charges?" And I said, "Sure." And I pull up my app, and he gave me the last 2 charges. We got a $5.28 at Taco Bell. We've got an airport magazine that you bought, People magazine, champ, for the flight. So he gave me the last 2 charges and the exact amount of the charges. And I was like, what in the heck? And he goes, "The person who has been breaking into these accounts is in Arizona. We've got that narrowed down. You will probably see a charge or 2 coming from." And as I'm on the phone, there's a gas station in Arizona charge. And I was like, "Yep, there's one right there." He said, "No problem. We're all over it. We're going to refund that thing. Let me go ahead and get your social security number." To which, of course,
yeah,
have my
everybody
Mark Ronick moment where I was on the way to the bathroom. I'm in the middle of running a retreat. I'm in the middle of leading an activity.
These people called you?
Yes.
Called me.
Yes.
15 kids are staring at me while I'm on the phone. I'm like, yeah. And so I give him my social.
Over the phone.
Over the phone.
Jonah, what is that number again?
Fuck off. And then He's like, don't worry, we're going to take care of this. We will call you back once everything is taken care of. Hang up the phone. I tell everyone, and my coworker, Laurel, my supervisor, was like, Jonah, I've never had to give my social security over the phone. I was like, yeah. Anyway, back to the activity. So I finished the activity and I look on my app again, and there's a $550 charge at Best Buy in Arizona. And I was like, what the heck? So I called the bank, and the woman now on the other end says, when did they call you? What did it call from? And she said, here's what our call ID comes up as. So that was not us. She said, we will never in our entire career ask you for your social security number over the phone. So she then paused my account, froze my cards. I had to call the National Credit.
Yeah, you got to get a block on your credit.
Credit.
Yeah.
And there's 2 different agencies you call. It's all through the government. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so you pay like a one-time fee of $25 for each of those to have like a 1 year. It's like a heightened alert on your account that any big charge is automatically sent for verification from me. And I've heard nothing about it since. And they refunded me the charges from Arizona. So, but man,
yeah, but now your soch is out there. Somebody has it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not losing a minute of sleep over it. I know, because if something comes up, I deal with it. If not, I go about my life.
Hey, that's exactly the right attitude.
My bubby would say, "Feh on their karma."
Exactly.
Feh on their karma. That's what my bubby used to say.
Resistance is futile. It's the Mark and Lowell Show.
You know, Marcus, we're coming out of that. We completely glossed over Allie's confronting you about all of this. So she told me the story that basically she got the same thing and she almost fell for it. I think she texted you and said, hey, is this what's going on with this? What do you need? And you're like, no, stop.
And Lowell, this is so common. I'm getting this not just from Allie. I mean, I'm getting it from friends we went to camp with. I'm getting it from clients people that I warn are still falling for it because the hacker looks just like me online. He's using my picture. He's using my profile for the most part. He since has updated the profile. I think I mentioned that. He's trying to do some kind of Bitcoin scam, which I find a little funny.
Right.
Yes. So Allie had reached out to me over text and said, Mark, here's that link that you asked for. And I was like, no, I hope you didn't use that link. Don't do it. And I saved her because I think she was about to send it on Instagram.
Well, I was wondering, but like what she did, and this is what I would have done had I noticed it, but I'm not a big Instagram user, but I would probably have texted you over the phone first before I did anything and been like, hey, what is this? What do you do? Because at least for your close friends like me and Allie and stuff, you wouldn't communicate something like that over Instagram. You would just text us over the phone if you needed something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. And also, you know what? Not to mention, the hacker messaged me from somebody else's account saying, I'm having trouble logging into my Instagram. I should have known right there. Well, then how are you messaging me in Instagram?
Right. I know. There's so many... You know, you Monday morning quarterback it after the fact. But like the bottom line is like, I'm so paranoid now. And especially after you told this story, like today I got one of those like random emails from like a credit card company. And it was like, you have a message on your account. Click here and go to the thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not clicking here. I'm going to actually log in and see if it's there. Like I'm not trusting anything anymore. Like anything.
I'm the same way. I mean, even people texting me right now with links and things like that, I'm very hesitant to click them. And what I've been doing is asking people to first leave me some kind of voice memo so I know it's them before I do anything further. And yeah, I'm with you. When I get emails like that, even now from what I thought were more trusted sites, and I say that loosely, like Facebook, where I'll get a link like, oh, you need to pay for this ad that you were running. I will go through Facebook to do it. I will not click the links in that email.
Right. And I think that's the thing. I mean, and then, like at I work for a corporation, so they are constantly we have to do like these trainings where you have to watch like all these videos and answer questions. And like they will, as part of the training, send these emails like to try and get you to fall for it.
Yeah.
And I fell for one, but then if you report them as spam, then you get like it takes you to this other screen where you're like, you did it. You've got the hacker. Yeah, like, you know. Yeah. So,
that's funny.
So
that is, I had my brother-in-law like a couple years ago, I think it was, sent me a test to see, it was like test your personal security or something like that. And it gave you like series of things to do to prove whether or not you would fall for any kind of security hacks. And I passed that thing with flying colors at the time.
Right.
It's just a matter of when you're not thinking about it is when they get you.
Right. And I think that's their strategy. They just try to just do as many people as possible. And the odds are maybe 5% of the people that they get are going to be in that kind of circumstance that you were in, where you weren't thinking. And like Jonah got hit up that same way. He was preoccupied and they got him.
Yeah.
You know?
That's even worse though.
I know that one's bad. That one's really bad.
That's like the number one thing you hear is don't ever give out your social over the phone.
Never. Oh my God. Lessons
all right. Well,
learned.
here's our question for everybody today. We want to know, have you been hacked on one of those social media networks like Instagram? And if so, let us know your story. We want to hear all about it. And again, if anyone is sending you a message that says, I need a favor, don't trust it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this special edition of the Mark and Lowell Show, and we will be back with an all new one next week on the Mark and Lowell Show.
Bye-bye.
We don't have any wrap up anymore.
Nope.
New and improved.
Nope. Nape.
Where can we reach?
Ain't lying.
Jonah, where can we reach you?
You can call me at home, and here's my cell number. World Wide Web
at www.142
Social Security number 2. Yeah, all right. That ain't even
Nice.
funny. Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, I realized that I'm not on Audacity.
Wait, not at all. Damn it.
Not even at all.
Not even recording at all.
But I'm on the Zoom call, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
makes
know.
it so much harder. Thank you for ruining
Actually, it doesn't. I have a solution.
Yeah, he can just go through Instagram and get it all worked out. Nice and easy.